On the eastern slopes of the Peruvian Andes, there are 3 iconic routes for birdwatchers from all over the world. Roads that cut across different elevations, allowing us to witness an astonishing diversity of species in a single journey. The famous Manu Road in the south of Peru, just 3 hours from the city of Cusco. The fascinating Alto Mayo route in the north, in the San Martin region. And at the heart of the central Andes lies an equally incredible destination, still not very explored. Here, in a single day, the road takes us from the Andean highlands at over 4,000 meters down to the lowlands at 600 meters, crossing a mosaic of habitats that transform the landscape and wildlife with every kilometer. In this territory, the imposing mountains, together with other conditions, have created natural barriers, isolating bird populations and allowing the evolution of unique species that exist neither in the north nor in the south of the country. Satipo Road, the hidden kingdom of birds. We've just arrived at the place where our adventure begins, the city of Satipo.
This is the bus station, and from here, together with our friends from the Satipo local government and a great friend, Juan Jolka, we'll head up to the highest parts of the region, between 500 and 3,700 meters, in search of the most remarkable birds of this place. And so, our adventure begins.
We are in the city of Satipo, the gate to an unforgettable journey. From here, we set off on our adventure alongside the great Juan Jolka, an incredible birdwatching guide and a dear friend of mine. And on this occasion, we do so with the invaluable support of the provincial municipality of Satipo and its representatives as we travel 50 kilometers into the highlands of the province, crossing an astonishing ecological transition where biodiversity and exploration intertwine at every turn of the road.
So, we are now on our way up to the highlands of Satipo Road, with the support of the provincial government of Satipo, who are helping us reach this area. I'm here with Wielder. Along the friends Hector and Juan, with whom we'll be sharing these days of adventure, searching for those special birds I mentioned. Birds that can only be found here and nowhere else in Peru. Satipo Road is a well-known destination for foreigners. Many international tourists travel here for very specific species. But we, despite living in this country, often don't know much about these birds. So this is our chance to explore and to learn a little more about the birds of Satipo Road. We've been making our way up the road, and many birds have been singing along the way. But our main interest is the high area Toldopampa. Still, when we spotted a pair of torrent ducks, we just had to stop. Torrent ducks are always charismatic, and they were close by. But while we were getting the camera ready, they slipped away. We also saw a white-capped dipper hopping around the river in some Oropendula nests. It's really fantastic. This is just the beginning. We couldn't film those birds, but it already feels good just knowing they're here.
And so, the hike continues, with several species appearing before our eyes and binoculars. The one with the red belly, very alert to what's happening around them, is the scarlet-bellied mountain tanager. And the other mountain tanager, with the little yellow teardrop under its eye, is none other than the lachrymose mountain tanager. A bit further ahead, feeding calmly under a cecropia tree, a common chlorospingus. Oh, and there's our first endemic of the trip, restricted to Peru's cloud forests. It doesn't stay still long enough to get it in focus, but we can distinguish another Highland tanager, the yellow-scarfed tanager. And very close by, a red-crested cottinga. This one is less camera-shy, happily feeding on the fruits that the forest provides. It is along this little-traveled road that we search for some of the most fantastic birds. Every step is an encounter with the unexpected. In this natural sanctuary, exploration is the key, and patience the best ally. Wait, search, wait again, and keep waiting. Especially when it comes to an antpitta, since these birds are notoriously difficult to see. They sing and sing, but refuse to show themselves. Yet, with enough patience and with all the experience of Juan Yulka, we finally managed to photograph it. And even better, capture it on film. At first, hidden in the underground, and at last, just as we cameramen like it, perched in the open. This is an endemic antpitta, restricted to a very small range in Peru's central forest. What an incredible gift Satipo Road gives us right at the beginning of our journey. This mosaic of habitats is not only crucial for these bird species, but also plays a vital role in regulating the region's climate and water cycle. A true natural paradise, strategic and invaluable for birdwatching, and one we must cherish.
Where are we exactly, Juan?
We are right in Pampa Hermosa, a district of the Satipo province.
And this bridge here, is this the Carrizales Bridge? The landmark that marks the beginning of the whole birdwatching area?
Yes, that's right. From here, we are on the way to the rural community of Toldopampa, close to the Tuctuca Lagoon.
This is quite far from the city of Satipo, a bit isolated, but well preserved. Do you think that this kind of birdwatching tourism, which precisely brings visitors to these remote areas, could be an excellent alternative for this region?
Yes, of course. Look, for example, along this Satipo Pampa Hermosa route, we have 6 out of the 7 ecoregions found in Satipo and 6 out of the 8 that exist nationwide. Practically the only one missing is the coast. So, in a way, we could say we have a miniature Peru here. And there's more. We are already inside the Aviary Peru Biosphere Reserve, which overlaps with the cloud forest. So, we have something truly wonderful here. 2 biosphere reserves, 6 ecoregions, and the perfect setting for birdwatching. And I do believe it's necessary to work together public sector with private sector to really develop its potential.
Let's keep going and see more birds.
Yes, let's continue. Because if at this first stop we were amazed by this wonderful Oxapampa bird, I'm sure that in Toldopampa we will find many more.
In this corner of the world, biodiversity is simply astonishing. As we climb higher, the landscape begins to change. The ichu grass starts to appear, and the cold becomes noticeable.
Here, at 3,500 meters above sea level, everything looks and feels different. The geography, the climate, and of course, the birds. That incredible altitudinal gradient, just as Juan explained, is what makes the Satipo Road such a treasure for bird diversity. We've been very lucky today. We've seen some endemics, species found only in this restricted region. We've also spotted a few very charismatic birds and even a torrent duck down by the river. Without a doubt, this is a place we can highly recommend. Once again, we want to thank the Satipo local government, Colibri Expeditions, and of course, the great Juan Yulka an excellent guide and true expert on this route.
At this elevation, we can now focus on another target, a Peruvian endemic tapaculo. It's always a challenge to film a tapaculo, but we never lose hope.
That call you hear responding to playback, it's the Chudi's tapaculo. Like all tapaculos, like all anpitas, they sing, they exhilarate us, but they never show themselves. Still, we keep trying, because the song alone makes the search worthwhile. This one is not responding, so we'll move to another spot. You see, playback can be a useful tool, but it's important not to overuse it. If the bird doesn't show up here, we simply keep moving, searching elsewhere without putting stress on them.
Besides the tapaculo, there are other species to look for. Right there is the creamy-crested spine-tail, another Peruvian endemic, which we also observed earlier in Cusco. Nearby, a white-browed conebill is busy foraging among the leaves. And just a bit further, a tiny but striking flower piercer, the mustached flower piercer. And that one, with such a colossal bill, is the hummingbird our followers already know so well. The sword-billed hummingbird. So many different species we get to enjoy in a single place. What an amazing spot for birding. We've reached the highest point of our adventure. Here in Toldopampa, the climate is very cold and the air feels heavier. Many people think birdwatching is just a pastime of quiet contemplation. But in some cases, not everyone can venture to destinations like this. Nevertheless, tourists come here from all around the world, driven by their love for birds, and the people of this community know this very well.
Well, for us, tourism is something positive for the community. And we truly want tourists to visit us more often, to give them a warm welcome, to receive them well, and in that way strengthen the tourism in our village. The idea is just that within the agreements we have as a community, we take on the role of maintaining and protecting, no longer cutting trees excessively, and taking care of our water sources.
Satipo is not only about native communities, waterfalls, or agritourism. We are also promoting this route that goes through 6 ecoregions and 2 biosphere reserves. We warmly invite you to come and enjoy over 1,000 species of birds found in our province of Satipo. Most of them along this very route in Pampa Hermosa in the Selva Andina district. You are all welcome.
Here in Satipo, the local authorities and its people are working to promote ecotourism that truly values their incredible natural wealth. However, it's inevitable to ask, where is the regional government of Junín? It is truly unfortunate that they chose not to take part in this episode. A destination like this deserves far more than indifference. It deserves vision, support, and real commitment. Birdwatching is not only a powerful tool for conservation, it is also a real opportunity to generate sustainable economic development in communities like Satipo, which have all the potential to shine. A specialized local guide is always key to optimizing time and getting the highest number of birds on our lists. Juan knows every corner of this route and exactly where to look. Even though I know the Halka tapaculo lives here, without his help, I could spend hours exploring the hills without success. Thanks to his experience, we go straight to the point. Although, of course, nature always has the final say.
We're trying to find the Jalca tapaculo. It's a species new to science, new to Peru. It's not yet included in the Birds of Peru field guide. There are some records on Merlin, and some recordings of its song have been made. We're at about 4,000 meters above sea level, where this bird prefers shrubs, patches of chusque, bamboo, and rocky areas where it can live.
The waiting, the searching, and the patience are part of the game. Until Juan whispers, "There it is," and my heart races. It's a feeling hard to describe, but open to anyone willing to experience it.
There it is. It is jumping on that log.
But our work doesn't end with just spotting it. Juan also records the songs of the Jalca tapaculo.
Juan, what are you doing?
We're recording the Jalca tapaculo. This is one of its calls of many.
And from this high location, we begin our way down towards the area known as Calabaza. Of course, still searching for the rest of the birds on our list. The descent is on our side, and a bird from my list calls and shows itself just for a second. And then, out of nowhere, another bird surprises us for a few seconds. No searching needed, another lifer for me. And this tapaculo brings us luck, because more and more birds reveal themselves along the way. And yet another lifer for me, another endemic, the fire-throated hummingbird. Though, at first, I'm filming nothing but blurry branches, finally, it stays still. Calabaza is one of the key spots on this route. A small, safe, and strategic village for our purpose. Here, we stop for lunch and recharge our energy. And while we wait for lunch to be ready, we keep birdwatching, spotting more species unique to this beautiful and one-of-a-kind region. From Calabaza, we'll continue along another road, where Juan knows a few special spots to find other birds. And as we search and take in the landscapes, a very particular song tells us that another beautiful bird is hiding in this forest. And close to this spinetail, other incredible species reveal themselves. including a stunning mot with its incredible colors and that characteristic tail movement, swinging like a pendulum, hence why it's called clockmaker bird in Spanish. And interestingly, this one is carrying food to a hidden spot. As tempting as it would be to film its nest, we don't want to disturb this beautiful bird. And just beyond the mot, another extraordinary species shows up, another endemic, and another lifer for me. This time, it's another type of antpitta, also with a very restricted range. A truly fascinating bird. And our luck doesn't stop there, as a mixed flock gathers right in front of us with some of the most colorful tanagers of the cloud forest. It's a whole spectacle of colors and dances, an absolute privilege for us. Finally, we close with a bird as incredible as it is noisy, the western fire-eye.
That diversity and abundance of birds we keep finding along this route reflects the immense natural wealth of the Satipo province and highlights the importance of preserving all these ecosystems. Each bird species here plays a vital role in weaving together the intricate and complex web of life in these forests. And that's why it's so important for authorities, especially regional ones, to recognize the incredible natural and ecological potential of these places and to start investing more in ecotourism.
And as we wrap up our journey, we end with a true highlight. Two wrens that were definitely on my list. First, the endemic Peruvian wren. And while some individuals in this flock show a completely brown face, here one gives us just a couple of seconds with that distinctive white eye ring. And finally, another wren, previously recorded but not yet described one that could soon become a species to the list of birds of Peru. Once again, we end an episode with that deep sense of pride as we reflect on how privileged Peru truly is, this time from Satipo province, a hidden treasure filled with astonishing birds. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to the local government of Satipo and its representative from the tourism office, as well as to Mr. Gunnar Engblom and his birding travel agency Colibri Expeditions for supporting us with the logistics to this destination. And of course, to my good friend Juan Yulka, a true expert in the birding world and a specialized guide in this area. It would be wonderful if regional governments also joined in, recognizing the importance and opportunities that this type of tourism can bring. We invite you to explore the beauty and biodiversity of Satipo province. Come and discover the magic of this natural sanctuary. and witness wildlife thriving in its natural habitat. Don't forget to subscribe to Avistando Peru for more episodes that will take you to the most breathtaking corners of our beautiful country.